Hello and good morning, everyone. It is 63 degrees out there. Man, we had a nice day after we cleared all that stuff out yesterday. It was, in the low to mid 70s most of the day. And I think today we jump up on temperatures and looking into the extended. I think the 90s are just around the corner now, and I'm not okay with that. I'll recover though. Again, I posted last night too. If you had any storm damage, of course, our first thoughts and prayers are with you, and you know that. And I hate and love advertising for people, but I do want to mention Igloo Roofing on the stream as well because they can get you set up, get you fixed up. 542-7477. That's the number to give them a call at if you had or think you might have had any roof damage. They'll come check it out and see if it's insurance worthy and get you an estimate on that regardless. So on to the weather. It's looking nice out there, fog burning off, and as I'm sitting here talking, we jumped up a degree to 64 degrees. And looking at the storms, they're off to the east now. So it looks like, initially I kind of thought it was going to linger in for Tuesday and Wednesday. We'd see some scattered stuff. It looks like that ridge built in enough to where that is pretty much crushing thunderstorm development the next couple of days. And so if you have any outdoor plans the next couple of days, I think we're looking pretty good. And right as we start to dry out, we're going to see that rain start up once again. So right now, mid-60s. It's better than mid-70s. It's nice and comfy and cozy, low to mid-60s area-wide, with that 64 here in Alexandria. Any fog should be burning off shortly. I know some areas still seeing that, and then we charge up toward the mid-80s with partly cloudy skies, mostly clear in some instances, but it is going to, we are going to have at least some cloud cover out there today. Temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s to get to highs in the mid-80s today, and we will be begging for this in like a week or two. And then overnight tonight, we come back down into the mid 60s. Looks like this is, again, when we get into that heat of the summer, we are begging for mid 60s. So I can't complain about this. It is going to be fairly nice here tomorrow morning. Now, there is a severe outlook starting tomorrow just to our west across the border into Texas. That's going to stay out there for tomorrow. And in fact, I think the Thursday, Friday stuff, maybe we get a couple of severe storms, but this is going to be more just rainfall in the area. And again, I think we have that small risk for a couple of severe storms, but this isn't one where I think we're going to be like up all night doing a lot of craziness and no 2 a.m. wake up calls as the phone explodes in your ear with that tornado siren, which that is the EAS thing. That's not my app. I mean, I love it because it did get everyone, it did the job. It literally took our stream from like 400 viewers to 2,400. So I think it woke up literally everyone that it was intending to wake up. But yeah, that's a little harsh to jar you out of sleep like that, but it did the job. So we'll take it. Here's what we're looking at for Futurecast over the next few days. And you can see it stays pretty dry through tomorrow, but then we get that complex of storms. It's probably going to roll through on Thursday. That thing gets on out of here. And then by Friday, we get more. I forgot to check the schedule. I know Riverfest is going on this weekend, and Thursday and Friday look pretty wet. I'm getting more optimistic for the actual weekend, so I'm kind of trimming back rain chances, and hopefully we can continue that trend because you can see everything looks like it shifts a little bit further north as we get into the weekend. So some good news for you there, but the bad news is the same areas that have been getting pummeled with rain for the last couple of months are going to see the heaviest out of this one. I'm not sure we see exactly this kind of distribution, but I think the 1 to 3 inch idea through Saturday is a good one. I just think it's going to be a little more evenly spread out, though there is going to be that tilt towards some heavier stuff to the north. So don't take these numbers as exact. Just take that as the hot spot, probably going to be just northwest of Alexandria, and we'll be watching things closely as they move in. And yeah, we're right back into a flash flood risk, a slight risk for excessive rainfall on Thursday. And that's not something we'd see if we were pretty dry out there right now, but because the soils are saturated, if we get a couple 3 inches of rainfall, we could see some flooding issues because we are pretty darn wet out there. Here's your 7-day forecast with temperatures popping up into the mid to upper 80s the next couple of days, and then we cool off as the clouds come in. Showers and storms likely Thursday and Friday. Those days look pretty wet. I think we're going to see at least a few hours of rain each day there. Then the rain chances do start to come back down to earth. So again, don't cancel your thoughts and plans to get out to Riverfest. I see too many times people see rain like a week ahead in the forecast or something. It's like, all right, bag the weekend. We're going to stay home and boil crawfish, which admittedly is a solid backup plan. But I think, we are going to see enough dry time to where you need to get out there and support the community and enjoy that event. Going to be a lot of stuff going on out there. So this weekend looking a little better. And then you can see what I'm talking about, though. Look at Monday, 88 degrees. And yes, the ensembles then take us right into the low 90s, and we're not looking back once we get there. So for mid-May, it looks like that's where we make our first trips into the 90s, and we will see at least some scattered storms in the area. So what we don't want to see is that real dusky brown color overhead, because that's when it's like, hey, it's not going to rain and it's going to be hot as we head into the summer, and we're not seeing that, so that's good news. Another thing I keep watching is the tropics, because we are way ahead of where we should be with the warmth out there and with the wind shear not too terribly crazy. And with us shifting into a La Nina, it's going to be a busy season. So we'll be watching that very closely and carefully, and probably doing daily tropical updates as we get into the season, which starts June 1st. But you never know. You can get a May storm. So we're watching just in case right now. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Going to pick up Kristen down at the airport. She's flying into Lafayette at 11 something, so I guess I better get on the road here. Go get her and get her home to feed these cats and do all the stuff I was neglecting. I'm kidding. I was feeding the cats. I love the cats. All right, I'll see you back here tomorrow morning.